Oh, I think this might just be the world's longest elevator ride. Hmm. Why are you apologizing? Oh, come on. How is it your fault the elevator stopped working? I need to pay a visit to the maintenance crew of this building sometime tonight. Lucifer knows we're paying them far too much. It's just an inconvenience, you know? I'm not upset to be stuck in here with you or anything. Sorry if I gave you that impression. Yes, it's been a long night, but I'm afraid the night has only just begun. What about you, though? Are you liking it here at the firm? Well, duh. Of course I know who you are. You're kind of hard to miss, being one of the very few human employees at this. Oh, I'm not mistaken, am I? I could have sworn from your scent that you're a daywalker. Daywalker, it's just a term of endearment we use for humans. You are one, yes? You can relax, you know. I'm not going to do anything to you. Oh, Mother would not be pleased if something would happen to you. Relax, you're in good fangs. Hands. That's what I said, didn't I? Oh, it's quite all right. You do look a little tired. Sleepy, even. I can see the faint dark circles under your eyes. You've been working very hard ever since you joined the firm, haven't you? Come now, darling, modesty is good. It'll get you to the door, but it's confidence that will open the door for you. You should acknowledge all the amazing work you've done. Mother spoke rather highly of you. Hmm. You were hired out of college like, what, a month ago? And you've already made an impact. You've helped 7 people connect with their other halves from a past life. And in the process, their other halves too. That's a total of 14 people you've helped in your first month here. It's an achievement to be celebrated. Yes, you should celebrate with some sleep. You're funny. But seriously, don't drain yourself dry working so hard, okay? It'd be a waste of all that blood. A waste of all that talent. That's what I... Hey, are you alright? Well, if you're starting to hear things, it's probably a sign you should get some rest. This work we do, it can get a little overwhelming, and not just in terms of paperwork. You know what I mean, yes? The idea of souls and past lives. It takes getting used to. For humans, at least. We vampires don't have souls, but honestly, sometimes I think we're fortunate in that regard. We're not victims to ennui. Yes, that's what humans go through before they submit an application to our firm. Ennui. It's this feeling of emptiness when nothing in the world interests you anymore. Not even the things you gave your life to, or the things that kept you from giving up your life. I've never experienced it, but I'm told it's like drowning in a deep, dark, depthless lake. Except you can't feel the cold of the water. You can't even feel the water seeping into your lungs. You're uncomfortably numb. There's something you really need to do, but you don't know what it is or how to do it. It's because the memories in your soul are starting to awake. To remember. You had someone you cared about very much in your last life, but you lost them after you were reborn. And they feel the same way too. But it's impossible for you to find each other. And you know why. You studied this in college. That's correct. Because these memories, data, if you will, They're too diffused, highly encoded. Dying does that to a human soul. It's almost like a sacred law of nature. Nothing you did in your previous life can carry over into your present one. It's supposed to be a clean slate, but even so, that little glitch remains. Longing for the missing piece, wishing you were whole again. All that remains is emptiness. All that remains is ennui. We're really helping people by reuniting them with their soulmates. Of course, we can't do that for free. It's difficult, expensive work, but you can't put a price on love, am I right? This city has a fairly decent nightlife. Have you been to any clubs or bars yet? No, I suppose you haven't had the time. Oh well. If you're ever in the mood, just give me a call. Don't send an email. I'm not your boss, my mother is. But just call me. I'd be happy to acquaint you with some of my favorite hangouts. Pricey? Oh, darling. No, it's nothing. I understand you just relocated. That's even more of a reason for you to accompany me on my nightly haunts. My guests and I don't have to pay for food or drinks or anything. Not that I've had many guests. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. May I ask you something? Have you managed to find a benefactor yet? No, really? I see. That is, well, you should find a benefactor as soon as possible. It's essential in order for you to keep working at this firm. Yes, I'm afraid it is that important. You know this is a vampiric city. Any human residing here has to enter into an agreement with one of my kind. I'm sure you've been approached before. Oh, please. It's nothing like becoming a vampire's pet. You just need to offer a bit of your blood at least once a week to your benefactor in exchange for certain privileges. Look, you don't have to read into it. The nature of the agreement depends entirely on you and the vampire you're contracted with. But you could think of it as a working visa. Without a benefactor, you're liable to get deported, and that in turn means being unable to continue working here. Which is why I'm going to be direct. Would you be interested in becoming mine? You heard me. Would you like me to make you mine? I understand you're tired, but you're not hallucinating. I'm being serious. I don't have a blood bag of my own. I dislike that term. It's so derogatory. How about I call you Kitten instead? What do you say? Would you like to be my kitten? I'd make sure to treat you well, take care of you, help you adjust. I like your scent. The scent of your blood is, it's quite alluring, honestly. And I am feeling a little peckish. How about it? It's not a bad deal. Since the two of us are stuck in this elevator, we may as well get something out of it, right? You do have a choice, darling. I'm not going to force you into anything. I'm merely making you an offer. I've watched you around this place before, you know. We've chatted a couple times. You were always nervous, a little afraid, but always sincere and genuine. And you really do care about helping people through your work. You want to do good in this world. I find that rather charming. You don't need to give me an answer right away, kitten, but I get the impression that you're curious what it feels like to have a vampire's fangs deep in the side of your neck. It only hurts a little at first, and then it feels, well, how about I just show you? You don't have to speak if you're unsure about words. Just nod for me. I tend to be quite discerning about my acquisitions, and I think I might like you. What do you think, kitten? Won't you let me have a bite? I was right. You taste... Oh, by Lucifer, you taste absolutely intoxicating. The scent of your blood, its texture on my tongue, the flavor, the very essence of your soul. Oh. Oh, darling. I think we're going to become the very best of friends. Hey, careful now. You don't want to fall and hurt yourself. Kitten, are you listening? Well, you certainly look like you had fun. Poor thing. I left a few drops unattended. Can't have you looking like that. People would start talking. Shh, it's okay. I've got you. Here, let me take care of that for you. Mm. Mm. All done. And would you look at that? The lift is moving again. I guess the universe really does work in mysterious ways. The scenery from this glass elevator is quite nice, you know? I've lived in this city for years, but I still manage to spot something new in the skyline each time I look. Yes, the lights inside all of those skyscrapers look blue right now instead of fluorescent. And the skyscrapers look obsidian instead of dark. And the neon billboard over Eliza's looks violet right now. It was colored green back when I was in your shoes. Oh yes, I used to work on cases too once upon a time. Mother didn't really approve, which was all the more reason to do it. But deep down, I suppose, you humans have always been a fascination of mine. I am ageless and immortal. I don't have a soul, which is why I was drawn to what your kind possesses, even though you never fully realize it. The idea of two souls being linked to each other, persisting even after death, finding each other time and time again. Quantum entanglement of love. However you prefer to see it. It was something else, otherworldly. But what really surprised me was seeing the expressions on their faces afterwards. The people we'd helped reconnect. It doesn't even have to be lovers all the time, you know? Some bonds just linger, because you were meant to find each other. One of my earliest cases was a girl who'd shown up at the front desk one night. She was despondent, the poor thing. She felt a deep longing, but she didn't know what was wrong. It turned out, in her previous life, she'd had a brother, her only family in the world. I mapped the information hidden in her soul and found a perfect match. A boy, an orphan, living on the outskirts of the city. The moment they met each other, they knew who they were. It was like seeing a lighthouse after sailing through fog for years. It all just clicked. She ended up adopting him as her brother. Again. And that's when I saw that billboard, as I was ascending to the top floor after work just before the sun rose. The billboard was a lovely, vibrant green, full of promises. But I was alone inside of this glass box, and I couldn't help but wonder if someone was out there, missing me, meant for me. But that's impossible. Of course. I've never had another life. This is the only life I'll ever have. What was that, my dear? You don't think so? Maybe. Who knows? You should really get some rest, though. You look positively drained. Oh, I do believe you, and I hope you're right. Thanks, by the way. This has been quite lovely, but I'm afraid I have some unfinished business to take care of. Collect your things and return to your apartment. You have a long night ahead of you tomorrow. I'll call you a cab. Be downstairs in 15 minutes. Go home and get some sleep. I mean it. Oh, and kitten. Come see me in my office tomorrow. I'll be expecting you. Good, kitten.